It's 8 o'clock on the start of your Tuesday morning. Glad you're with us live from Delaware Park. What a beautiful morning to be out and exercising and enjoying nature in our beautiful Queen City.
Happy second cup, everybody. Here we are. We're at Delaware Park, right near Nottingham, right near the little juicery. If you're familiar with Delaware Park, we're right on the ring.
Oops.
We brought furniture with us. We also have some special guests this morning.
Our friends from Independent Health and the Martin Group are also here with us. We're talking about fitness in the park, and already there are a ton of people running around the ring road. We love seeing it, but Independent Health and the YMCA of Buffalo are doing some really unique exercise classes that will bring people out to 26 different locations all around Western New York, which I think is really cool. So where can we find you guys?
Well, you can find us here at Delaware Park as one of them, but we have locations throughout Niagara and Erie County, so all the way down into Jamestown. So if you're down there, and we're also up in Lockport, Niagara Falls, Riverworks, Larkin Square. Find us on the website, and if wherever you are, there is probably a location pretty close to you.
Okay, so Amy, you were doing some of the workouts this morning because Adam was live this morning at Delaware Park doing them. Tell us what you guys were doing this morning and how the workout was.
So the workout was great because Michelle's amazing. So we were doing yoga.
Sorry, you had an ant in your hair.
I had an ant in my hair.
I swear to God you did.
So that's,
yeah, sure.
because you never know what you're going to get when you come out to, the parks. But no, we did yoga this morning. And some core work. Love some core work and a little bit of cardio. So some circuit training and things like that. So it was a lot of fun.
Really things that like everybody could do and at least modify.
Completely. That's the great thing about the Fitness in the Parks program is that you can modify it. So if you have never done it before, you can tell the instructor, hey, it's my first time. They can modify it if you have an injury or a health concern. And it's kind of fun when you're doing a side plank and you're looking up at the sky as opposed to the gym.
The lights. And right, exactly.
Yeah.
But the best part about this is that it is free. And I think that is so helpful, especially for people who are perhaps in lower income situations right now where they can't really access or afford to go to a gym. Yeah. So this really brings them out to the community, to a natural setting, to really enjoy what's around them.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it so much more accessible. Mm-hmm. So not only do you not have to pay for it, you don't have to register ahead of time either. So depending on your schedule, take a look and see what's out there and what times they're at. And then just go ahead and show up. You don't have to let anybody know. There's no commitment, so you don't have to sign up for the whole summer. You can try a class. If you don't care for that one, well, then try a different one. If you love it, come on back.
Are there certain classes that people really gravitate to or that people kind of flock to? Do you find that, or is it just everybody likes all different things?
I think some of the staples. So we have our Zumba, we have our yoga, Pilates. I think those are some of the common ones that people are very used to, but we've got some different ones this year too. So don't be afraid to mix it up. So we have our circuit training. There's some Tai Chi. There's something called Pound that has weighted drumsticks. Ooh. So maybe a little coordination. No. And we got that inner air drummer out there. Yeah. So when you change up your workout routine, it stimulates your brain, it stimulates your body in different ways, and you can just really have a good time. Maybe you find your new favorite class.
Okay, so 2 questions coming in from the Cuppies this morning. Lori wondering, are there any low impact aerobics?
So any of the cardio classes that they have there, they will have low impact options. So don't worry. Don't think you're going to have to be jumping off the ground. There's always ways to just march in place, do some foot taps off to the side. The class is for you. The instructors are up there for inspiration. Right. They're getting some music going, but always take it at your own pace.
And then Michael's wondering, are you guys having anything like this in the winter?
In the winter, nothing outdoors that we have, nothing like that. Mother Nature, unfortunately, in Buffalo isn't always too cooperative, so it's tough to get things on the schedule there. But yeah, that's where you might want to do some things online, perhaps, or visit one of your local gyms.
So, okay, speaking of scheduling, what do we need to know when it comes to signing up? Can we sign up? Can we show up? How does that work?
You just show up. There's no registration. So you can go on the website, which is Independent Health. Fit Parks, search that, and you can get the whole list of all the classes. You just show up. So yoga and Pilates, if you have a mat, they have you bring a mat, but just You don't need to register at all. You can just show up.
So Johnny, my boy, who's here in the background behind the camera, just posted a link in the comments here to the story that Adam posted. So if you need some information about how to find where these classes are, 26 different locations all around Western New York, which is super cool. You can click this link and we'll get you in touch with all the people who need information, where to go, what times, and what classes are available. I feel like we should, maybe
Do a little
put to the
bit.
test. Yeah.
Like
You
if we
wanna-
back up a
you
little,
ready?
John, do you think
Okay,
you
let's
could
go.
see us do some things?
Well, we could come in front of the table.
And
Let's see.
I also, I have heels on, but
Okay, so
not exactly prepared for my
I was
workout.
making fun of Kristen this morning because I said she needs to get deeper in her squats, and she did.
Yeah, well,
So tell me what we need here. I'm going to give you the microphone.
Sure.
And I'm going to let you guide us through what it is that we're doing.
Okay, so if we want to do a simple strength activity,
Let's do it.
is a squat.
Yeah, perfect.
So what you want to do is how we sit down in a chair every day. So just sink those hips back. And
really
the
wish I
goal is to get about those thighs about parallel with the ground. Now, if this isn't somewhere where you can go, then you just go down just a little bit,
Ooh,
and maybe
feel
use
those-
your hands for a little bit of support there.
I'm going to do this one,
This
being as
little
how I'm wearing heels
modification.
and a dress right now.
And if you want to get a
You have
little
shorts on,
more, you
though.
can go down that squat and then take the hands behind the head or lift them up. And that is going to engage the core a little bit more. Do you feel that
yeah.
turn on? There we go. This
I'm
might
so
be even like
fighting
a
the
low,
urge to
low
shove you over
chair
right now.
pose.
How about pulses?
Paul's he's ready to go. All right, so why don't we take a step out just a little bit wider for that?
Okay.
Maybe now with the dress on.
Or tight pants?
Oh, yeah, you'd not be the first time he's ripped a
And
pair
you
of
can
pants.
add that little pulsing motion in there.
Don't
so
destroy your
yes,
pants.
hello, yeah, don't destroy your pants. It's all good. And then you can just stay here for like 20 minutes, and then you get a really good work.
We should try this.
Now, do you also do lunges, push-ups, all different kinds of things?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So there's all kinds of different strength
Get
movements
down
in
and
there
give us
that you
20.
can do.
You
As you
put
can
these
see,
on, and then you get down and
you
give me
don't
20.
need any equipment,
Okay.
right? Your body
Mhm.
can be the equipment, or depending on the park, they may use a park bench or a step or
Oh,
a
I love
riser
that.
as well.
That's a great idea.
Okay, so we got a couple of chairs here.
There we
I'm
go.
gonna bring it in. If you got a chair, what can I do?
What can you do for that? You can do some push-ups off of there. So one hand on each one.
Be careful. I'm just going to
Straight,
sneak
nice
back in
straight
case
body.
we
You
have
can
comments.
go way down and way back up. You can see that makes it just a little bit
Ooh, you got
easier.
something to hold on to.
Yes.
So
So it makes that lever just a little bit different there. So that's a great
Charlene is also
modification.
wondering in senior yoga that they sit in a chair sometimes. Could you show some kind of things that they do if you're sitting in a chair? Like maybe something you
Yes.
might want to do then.
Absolutely. So if you want to do a little twist, so go on off to the side, and you can use the chair for some support. So you can see how you can help keep yourself up nice and lifted,
Mhm.
but then use that for a nice little support. You might feel a little back crack in there as well.
Ooh, yeah.
And then,
love
of course, yes, as you go off to the other side, same thing.
that. Okay. Ooh, that
And
feels
then if you want to use it, you can take your right arm, hold over here. Now take this arm and go in that direction. Feel the pull.
Oh, that's a nice
so
stretch.
good, right?
Ooh, that's
We have Lori who's saying she has somewhat of a bad back. Would you recommend trying yoga? Is yoga okay if you have a bad back?
Yoga is, I would, again, go up and go chat with the instructor, tell them what your concerns are, and then they'll know ahead of time and can maybe prompt you ahead of time for some different movements or maybe something to avoid.
Jeff Baker says if he was to try this, he would need a crane for support.
No.
Hey,
He's always got something.
people can, I think they surprise
Of course,
themselves
yeah.
out here.
I also see a chair and I'm like, oh, a step.
Yeah, you can do some easy just tap up. So this is great just for some like hip mobility,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
You can feel that.
Love that.
Love that
What
up
about like
there.
a step up?
You sure?
God, be careful,
Well,
Edward.
You sure could.
Honey,
You're
that was not made for your weight. I saw those.
Do you hear her?
Muscle weighs more than
so rude.
muscle weighs more than fat, and you're gonna thank me when you don't fall through that metal chair. Lori says everybody's just cracking her up this morning, and somebody else had to go in. Oh, Peter had said he wanted to do fitness in the park and then mimosas after. Does that work
And
for
then
everyone?
Honestly, yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, that works on your
Here, well, come sit down.
Sounds like a party in the park. I like it.
So there's just a lot going on, which is great.
Yeah, for sure. And someone else had just wondered if we could just go over one more time what exactly it's called and where we can go to different classes.
Okay, it's called Fitness in the Park.
Mhm.
We've got a link for you in the comments here. Give us, where are you guys next? What's the next facility that you guys are going to?
Oh boy, they are. So every day we have something different. So depending on where you are, the best thing to do is go to that website and check it out. So wherever you are, look and find. Oh, she's pulling it up right now.
Katie's very resourceful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so should I go by the towns here?
Yeah. Amherst, Buffalo, Lockport, Lewiston, Cheektowaga. We are all over the place.
So we're Tuesday night already at Bassett Park. There's Tai Chi at 6 p.m. Right. So this would start tonight.
Yes.
6 p.m. Bassett Park. You can take Tai Chi. If you're in Buffalo, let's say maybe you want to go to the next thing. It looks like here we've got yoga at the outer terminal behind the soundstage.
Oh, that's the brand new Terminal B.
Yeah, brand new Terminal B. So that should be cool. So new experience there.
Tuesday and
Thursday. Sunset. What a gorgeous sunset that would be.
Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. So you can go tonight if you wanted to do that.
Perfect. Love that.
We've got locations in Clarence, Gasport, Lewiston, Orchard Park. So just check that website. You'll be able to find one close to you.
I love what Cindy's saying. Fitness is also great. It's wonderful to have something available for all. Good morning. How are you?
Hi. Good morning.
So many people running around. I love this.
I know. This fits in perfectly with our fitness backdrop.
Jeff Baker says, "Oh darn, nothing in Ransomville." It's okay, Jeff. You can come out to any of the other locations.
Jeanette says she's looking at the classes in Delaware Park at the Rose Gardens. You have to bounce around. Well, let's see here. Let me go to Buffalo. But in Buffalo, I'm seeing Bidwell Park, Buffalo Park, Delaware Park, Larkin, and Outer Terminal. So yes, there's the one spot in Delaware Park. Yes, but then there's a whole bunch of spots in Buffalo.
Those are yoga classes.
So you can just go check out whatever you want.
This is great. Yes, the background is really beautiful. It's just like when you are outside and, after a long winter where we're cooped up and everything is gray and dreary and cold, everything's beautiful in Buffalo right now, which is why I think we love this time of year. And we really just work so hard to embrace everything that nature throws our way.
Doesn't it smell nice as you're out here? And you hear, you actually, it just smells good. You hear the little birds.
We don't hear children screaming. Right?
Well, Ed, I've got news for you. In Delaware Park, there'll be children screaming later this evening because they work and do their sports at about every single inch of this park.
Yes, indeed they do.
Great. Nature. And so even if you're coming to the same park every week, there's always going to be something a little bit different. Like the sky is going to look a little different. There might be something different blooming. You might have new participants here. So it's great to change everything up and not keep it just the boring old, same room, same equipment. It's always going to be something different.
I'm a little interested in Tai Chi too. Have you? I don't know that I've ever really done Tai Chi.
I have not. I have seen it. Amy and I were talking about it, but it is a great. Have
you ever done it?
It's a flowing movement, working with your breath. Ooh. So it's really good, especially at the end of the day. If you had a stressful day, this might be a perfect way to wind down, shut down your day, and then get ready for a good night's sleep, which we know is so essential. And something that I think so many people struggle with, right?
Thank you. Exactly.
Really?
The two of us in particular. Good morning, Michael Reed. So glad you're with us for Second Cup.
Hi, guys. Hi, Link. Those are my neighbors.
Cute.
We're doing Second Cup Live this morning. Hi, Lincoln. Hi, buddy.
It's a dog that she's talking to everyone.
It's a wiener dog. How much does he think Lincoln weighs? You see the dog? I don't know what.
10 pounds.
Yeah, he's one of Bandit's buddies. Who's 100 pounds, my dog.
I'm surprised Bandit's not afraid of him.
A little bit.
Cindy says Tai Chi is great. You seem like you have the perfect, reflective personality to really get us in the zone. And I love that about you.
Well, thank you.
Sometimes it's a lot of mental mind over body kind of thing, mind over matter. So what is the best way to talk? How do you hype us up or get us through a workout?
Well,
how do you get yourself to work out too? I think that's
you know what? I think after establishing a little bit of a routine, your body and your brain remember. That felt really good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do that again. It's that reward, that habit cycle, right? So I know sometimes it's tough to get up early in the morning or to start that routine, lace up your sneakers and maybe drive somewhere to go do it. But then after you're done, that felt great. I'm so happy I did that. I'm going to do it again and I'm going to do it again. And your body and your brain remember, and then you look forward to it. It's not, I have to go work out. It's, oh my gosh, I get to go work out today.
That is
I get to go to the park. I go to see new people that I met,
my friends.
some friends, be out in nature with it.
It's great.
I'm
Don't
addicted.
Don't you also feel like it almost leads you to make better choices sometimes? Like just one thing kind of leads you to make, yes, it does, Ed, because you go work out and then you think twice afterwards about like
Eating pizza.
eating something a little bit, maybe you make a little bit of a healthier choice. Or if you know you're going to get up to work out, you might go to bed a little bit early. You know what I mean? It just kind of leads to like different things.
Yeah.
Put you in a routine, you know?
I think it's about that routine and then like that reward cycle. Cause then you're like, oh, it does feel good. And I know I will feel better after I do it.
It's so interesting. So often we say the hardest part of working out is getting there, right? And
Yep.
showing up.
Yeah.
But when you can say, you know what, I showed up for me today, and maybe find that one thing, that one opportunity where you're like, okay, I'm taking some me time right now, and I'm getting away from the kids. I'm getting away.
Priority.
Exactly.
You have to make yourself a priority.
And you're making yourself healthier, which is even better.
It is. And if you have kids, that's a great role model as well. And then you're going to have a little more patience for them. Or maybe you bring them out there and you're more apt to go for a walk with them or play with them because you now have more energy. You feel better. Your body is a little more limber, or you have a little more strength or energy.
Yeah.
And again, we were talking about sleep. Working out, no matter if it's a cardio routine, a strength routine, some yoga, some meditation, Tai Chi, it is going to help you sleep a little
And
bit
if you
better at
do
night.
bring your kids out to the workout, you put them right next to Ed, okay? Because he already told us how much he loves that.
Yes. Screaming children on my favorite.
Babysitter Uncle Ed, yeah.
My mom, as we were talking before the show, now chiming in. What did I tell you? She says, my brain remembers that my body doesn't function that way. My mom is known for saying she's still trying to lose the baby weight from me, which was 37 years ago.
Jeff Baker, Thai food sounds better than Tai Chi.
Also true.
This guy sits there and writes his one-liners every day. We love Jeff. You are funny.
Barbara says exactly, Ed. Showing up is key. No matter the effort you put in, you showed up. And you know what? If you put in that little extra effort, or maybe you do one thing differently today than you couldn't do yesterday, or you lift a heavier weight, or maybe you beat your personal record.
Yeah. And
You're
like you
doing
said,
it.
even if you just went and showed up,
Right.
Tracy, yes, there is a website. John, you dropped it in the comments already, right? So Tracy, if you just scroll right up, you're going to see the website where, again, you don't even have to sign up for these classes. You can just go and show up.
Speaking of signing up, yes, I am signed up for today's 4:45, Catherine Claire. So I will see you there.
Someone did she
And,
ask if you're coming? Oh,
yes.
she's going to the gym today.
I did not go yesterday because it was a long Pride weekend, and there were. Yeah. See, did you go?
I was there.
Oh my
I was there.
gosh.
That was my first ever parade. Independent Health marched in it,
Right.
so that was really good. How much love! Like I was overcome with the amount of love out there. I was welling up. It was amazing.
Isn't
I
it
was absolutely
inspiring?
back. So good.
Yeah.
Like. What is like? This is all we need, everybody. A little bit of love,
Thank you.
right? Oh my gosh! And it was just a beautiful day. Hugs everywhere, high fives, music, just everybody happy, all positive.
And Ed, speaking about people who can really work out, so you hosted then afterwards down at Canal Side, the actual festival.
Yes.
Oh my God, the videos you've posted from there of
Oh my
people
God.
dancing straight into splits, like jumping in the air right down. I'm like, whoa.
These drag queens are acrobats. I mean, they are legit athletes. Because,
You would be peeling me off the ground. You'd be like, can we get a couple of people to get Katie
and then
Because
doing
they
it
were
in
unbelievable.
heels.
In heels?
Right.
Oh, forget it. No, I don't recommend wearing heels to any of the fitness centers. By the way, some good sturdy shoes, highly recommended.
The other thing that I say about work sometimes is that the hardest part of the day is waking up and getting there. The second hardest part of the day is working with Katie, which is, everyone knows, struggle.
Yeah,
in and
really
of
difficult
itself.
for you. We feel bad, very bad for you. Speaking of which, I was just going to tell you guys I had a great time. I know, so I was out of town the past few days. I went to Pittsburgh to see my man, not my husband. Kenny Chesney.
I was
And
like,
Anita had asked, I had a wonderful time. John, I threw some pictures in there too. These are our girlfriends and we all went, that's my mom too on the left. But we all went to go see Kenny Chesney. And boy, that is a fun city.
I've never been to Pittsburgh.
It's a little, this was an art show. You would have loved it. It's an art show on the bridge. This is Kenny Chesney. That's his little flag. And this is where, like, if you go to the stadium there, it's right next to the water. Have you been?
I have.
I mean, what a spot for a show.
Yeah. Pittsburgh's, I thought it was a blast. Like I've been there a few times and I love the bridge, going to the Pirates game. It's so much fun.
We are going to make you go there because you just would have loved it. And like, there's little shopping areas, like there's a ton of great food and you're walking everywhere too, which I think is also great. You know?
Have you been to Pittsburgh? I've never.
Just once for a game. Yeah, but I love the setting of it.
Those
right on the
stadiums are
water
right
there.
next to each other.
So
Yep, the
neat.
waters.
Yeah.
People are tying up their boat. Hey, take the boat.
I mean, how did we get there?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
wish I could tell you.
Oh, come on in. You look great.
If you recognize that voice, you don't.
She's like, I love you all, but I took off. I can't come in the show. She played hooky. I love that. Michael says where Buffalo's new stadium should have been on the waterfront. Ooh, Michael, striking a little bit of a nerve.
Also, in the defense of, well, I don't know, whatever, but Pittsburgh has a lot of waterfront because they've got 3 rivers. Yeah. So, like, it's hard to not be a waterfront there in some capacity. So,
your mom's saying, what about the 3 rivers?
Oh my God, no, Mom, why? So it's the Allegheny River, the Ohio River. Can anybody remember the third? It begins with an M. I can't remember.
Right.
I bet Anita would know.
Okay, so what's the story?
Just that the 3 rivers come to there. Oh my God, I don't even know how to say it.
Monongalia?
No. Monongalia, Allegheny, Ohio, and they called it the Mono because it's Monogalia.
Oh, okay. Mono. My mom knew.
They called it the Mono.
Okay.
But I didn't know. So.
Okay, so,
I knew
what's
Anita
the
would
story
know.
with it?
Just that's all 3 of them come together in Pittsburgh.
Oh.
So there's 3 rivers there. And then when we were driving in, my mom was like, oh yeah, there's 3. I said something about the rivers. She's like, oh, 3 rivers. And I was like, oh. Geography is not my strongest suit. But then we came up with Allegheny in Ohio, and then that last one was hard to remember.
I thought there was going to be like an actual, like, oh my gosh, Katie said the dumbest thing the other day, and mom was throwing you under the bus.
Yeah, because I didn't know the name of all 3 rivers.
So
but I
funny.
guess neither did you. So
I had no idea. I didn't know that there were 3 rivers there, to be honest with you. But Jeff Baker
the
says
stadium used to be called 3 River Stadium. So that was a way that a lot of people knew.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
I have so many questions about this conversation. What vibrates?
We have a lot of people right now who are just like,
wow.
This is such a great spot for people to come walk, run, do whatever they got to do here. Like you see people doing, and what I like is that everybody's at all different paces too. And you see people with like the weight vests here sometimes, especially as they get a little later, and they are like sweating.
Okay, so there's this guy that I work out with. His name is Dustin. He wears a weight vest. He just did this like High Rocks workout. Have you ever heard of this? It's called High Rocks. I don't really know what it is, but it's like this big thing in New York City that they just went to, and it's like a fitness competition. And like he posted these pictures of like he's wearing no shirt, working out, and he is just all abs. And I'm like, okay, stop posting your pictures, Dustin. We see your abs. But
it's like
also, can I have 1 or 2? Like, can you spare an ab for me?
Jeff Baker says, listen, don't go there, Ed.
I got a 6-pack, Jeff Baker says, and it's not abs.
He is so funny. But yeah, so no, good time, good trip. Glad to be outside today and checking everything out here. This is really, if you haven't been to Delaware Park in Buffalo too for a long time, might as well just come check this place out. Ring Road's 1.8. If you want to get a run in, you want to get a walk in. It's a good place to be.
I just want to show you the forecast quickly because I can already feel the humidity ramping up.
Yes.
And it's going to be almost 85 degrees here today in the city of Buffalo and beyond. I mean, when you consider yesterday's warmth and then factor in today, it's just going to be even warmer today than it was yesterday. But take a look toward the end of the week. It's a little bit unsettled. That weekend really cools down, which sucks completely.
Oh, no. I like those are beautiful temperatures. I
right?
like
you're with me 100%.
I like the high 60s. That's
we have a whole
high
winter
60s, low
of
70s.
Yes,
freezing
that's my
temperatures,
favorite.
So bring on some.
You like the
heat.
heat?
I like
the
some
heat over there, and we're like we like the comfortable.
Yes.
Like if I can wear like a long sleeve shirt outside,
I'm happy.
What?
love.
In the summer?
Well, it's not the summer yet, honey.
Sun's out, guns out.
Thank you, my girl. 100%.
See, I like to
Yes.
leave the windows on my house open, be nice and cool, let the breeze come in.
Yeah.
That's right.
I also say summer's out, thighs out. So you know what I mean?
God. So I bought. Let me just tell you.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
bought my husband some new shorts last week. This one takes one look at these
Well, because you
shorts.
sent me a picture.
Yeah. And he's like, Paul needs some good 7 or 5 inch shorts.
Because they were like well below his knee.
I'm
And I'm like,
done.
what is going on
Paul
here?
is like a firefighter, he's not wearing 5 inch shorts.
But Paul is jacked. He can show it
Also,
off.
I'm not wearing 5 inch shorts.
Okay, but wait.
Not in a million years.
Katie came to work today. I'm like, whoa, are you showing leg today? I could not believe this.
This is nice.
Normally she wears like leggings
Because
or
it's so cold in our studio, but now it's warmer, so I can get away with not having to.
I was
I wear
shocked.
fleece tights all summer long in the studio because it's so cold.
You're nuts.
But now it's hot.
Anyway, we got to get the show on the road. Thank you so
Fantastic.
much for being with us.
This is
We
great.
made you laugh this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeanette, hold on. Let me just pull up Jeanette's comments really quick. Your thigh shorts for the parade were spot on. I did notice your shorts.
He's like, wait a minute, a compliment for me. Let me pull that up really, really fast before we go. Okay, good. We got there.
Sorry, we'll take it down now. Have a great day,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.